Beast Quest Sepron Chapter 10. Tom made for the surface, dragging his sword through the water. His head throbbed with exhaustion, and he could hardly move his arms and legs. And then he felt something nudge him from below. Terror gripped him as he looked down into Sepron's face. But the anger had gone. The serpent's pale eyes shone joyfully. He gave Tom another nudge, pushing him up toward the light. As Tom broke the surface, Sepron lifted him right out of the water. Tom clung to the beast as it stretched its slender neck toward the boat. "Tom!" Eleanor cried out. "The collar's gone! You did it!" Tom looked up and grinned. "Yes, Sepron is free." As the sea serpent lowered its head to set Tom down gently in the boat, something fell from its jaws. Tom picked it up. "It's a tooth," he said, gazing at the jagged piece of ivory. He looked up at Sepron, but the serpent didn't seem to be in any kind of pain. It must have loosened the tooth when it tore at the golden chain. Tom reached up a hand and touched the beast's shimmering scales. "Thank you," he said. He might have drowned without Sepron's help. The beast dipped its head in farewell, and then it dived back beneath the surface. Tom caught a glimpse of the serpent gliding away into the open sea. It was beautiful to see how gently Sepron moved through the waves. He was truly at home. Tom didn't like to think about how cruelly Melville's spell had changed Sepron into an evil monster. Melville was hurting the beasts as well as the kingdom of Avantia. "Sepron is free now," he said. "I think we're safe to say that we won't be in any more tidal waves, and there will be fish in the ocean once again." He and Eleanor stared at each other for a moment, and then Eleanor let out a whoop of triumph. She and Tom flung their arms around each other and hugged in excitement and relief. Tom started at the sound of a polite cough just behind him. He and Eleanor leapt apart. It was Wizard Ardiro, who seemed to be standing on the waves close to the boat. But Tom could see the ocean through his robes, so he realized that this was another vision. Ardiro was in the city of Avantia, but he had magically sent an image of himself so that he could talk to Tom and Eleanor face to face. It was good to see him. "Well done," the wizard said. "I can see I was right to choose you, Tom. You've freed Sepron from the evil spell and made the sea that he protects safe again." "I couldn't have done it without Eleanor," said Tom. Ardiro smiled. "You have both shown great courage," he said. "All Avantia will be grateful to you. And now," he added, "is that a serpent's tooth I see over there?" Tom held out the jagged piece. "Sepron dropped it in our boat. That tooth is a present from the serpent. Place it in the front of your shield," the wizard instructed him. Tom picked up his shield. An empty slot glowing with sea-green light had opened up in his shield above Furno's dragon scale. It shone more brightly as Tom fitted Sepron's tooth right into it, and then the sides of the hole closed around the tooth as if the shield had been waiting for it all along. "Now your shield will protect you from onrushing water," Wizard Ardiro said. "Not even the fiercest torrent will be able to harm you." Tom gazed at the shield in wonder. He had already tested it against fire. Now it would protect him from water as well. "Thank you," he said. "Don't thank me," said Wizard Ardiro. "You won the tooth yourself. With each beast that you free, your powers will grow." Tom glanced at Eleanor. Her eyes were wide with wonder. "What should we do now?" she asked. "First, go back to the village," replied the wizard. "Tell your friend Callum that he and his family have nothing to fear now." Tom nodded. "Yes, and we have to collect Storm and Silver and return the boat." "Then you must ride to the mountains in the north," Ardiro continued. "Arcta, the mountain giant, is also under Melville's curse and is threatening the kingdom.